Welcome, Brad and Kevin with Andersen Windows here up in Grand Marais doing a pivot door install. We got the frame temporarily installed. We're verifying our closer dimension in relationship to the side jamb. It's spot on. We've got it centered in the box. The sill is perfectly level at this point. Now we're going to work it up and square and level the rest of the frame. Like it that way. Now we got the frame put in, it's level, it's square, it's plumb. Now we're going to secure the closer with the two end caps that were included in the kit. And then we'll be ready to set the panel. So now what we want to do is we want to mark where our pins are going to go into the top of the door because they're blind and we won't be able to see it, so we're going to mark it from the outside.
Yeah.
To make it much easier to locate. Okay, do we want to put some cardboard in here just in case and down on the sill so we don't scratch anything? Yep.
I'm just putting the sill, or the threshold on. I think it's called threshold. Putting this one on first because once the door is in, it's hard to get this plate in. So we're gonna do that ahead of time. And we'll put the rest of the plates on later.
Tighten down the top of the door and get that dimension. So now we got the door in. We're just looking at our reveals at this point. We do have lateral adjustment with this pin system. So I'm just moving it a little bit. Once we get our reveals set the way we want it, then we can start working on our closure speeds and how that interacts. So the one thing with the door, the weather strip is from being packaged in the box, it's collapsed and crushed. So it does take some time for it to fully expand back out into position, but we're a little tight on the sill, so we're gonna raise up the box.
There's options for them.
We're just fine tuning our reveals between the door and the frame. They put saran wrap around the door and it pushes the weather strip down, so it takes a while for it to expand. So we have just a slight bit of daylight, so we're just trying to push the weather strip back up to where it needs to be, and given time, it will expand back to where it was. It has a memory from where it needs to be originally, it'll take some time to get there. So we want to see between 5 to 7 seconds for it to close.
Oh, okay.
So we can adjust the speed, and then we can also adjust the force. All right, the door's fully installed as far as the panel and the frame. I think we're all good to go on this one. Thank you.